Veracruz. Now today, before we get started, we are doing something every Veracruzano has told us to do. We are going to the original Parroquia.
Impressive, wasn't it?
That was impressive.
It's interesting because I believe this is like the original place where they did the pour like that, but I associate that with Mexico City.
Yeah.
But it's really jarocho.
Veracruzano. We're in Veracruz, no?
Huevos jarochos. I got ropa vieja. I have no idea what it is.
Clothes.
Oh, clothes. My style. I am really starting to feel at home here in Veracruz. This food is amazing. The rice and beans, the eggs, it is all just amazing. Billy and I were talking off camera how Veracruz kind of feels like its own country, its own culture. It feels so different, a little bit more of a Caribbean vibe, at least with the food, music.
The way you speak is different.
Yeah, the accents are different. But so far, the food alone. Solo Veracruz es bello, amigos. Solo Veracruz es bello. Was a perfect start to the morning, perfect start to the day. It's actually 11 o'clock.
The weather today is really nice. I feel excited to be in Veracruz because it's so different. Like the spirit and festivus is so different from other places we've seen. So it's to start the day with a breakfast that was very memorable. And we've eaten a lot of food in our day.
Fun facts about Veracruz. We're gonna leave out plenty. We're still learning.
These are just the funnest.
These are just a few. Veracruz is celebrating its 500th year this year.
That is so cool to me. It's 500th anniversary. It says right here, 1519.
Yeah, and I'm always like wary of these like things that are founded. It's like the Spanish Foundation. I need to do some research on if there was an indigenous population. I'm sure there had to have been one that lived at least in this area. But yeah,
it's really cool that we got to come by chance.
It's an extremely old and historical city. Again, Cortez, who conquered Mexico, arrived through Veracruz. Veracruz is a port city. It said in 2004 they handled over 16.4 million tons of products.
Cargo in and out.
It's been an important port since Cortez arrived here. I believe it's a main site of exportation for Mexico's automobile industry. Veracruz, the city, is not the capital of Veracruz. I believe that is Jalapa.
I didn't know that. These are fun facts.
Although Veracruz is the most populated city in the area, and it has, at least in our opinion so far, again, we're just dumb gringos that know nothing, are trying to learn. It had its kind of a Caribbean vibe to it. Just like, I don't know, some of the colors, some of the laid back, the rice and beans and plantains. You can find obviously rice and beans all across Mexico, but the style of the rice and beans felt very Caribbean, very...
I think it's cool that it's the biggest city in the state, but it only has around 500,000 people, 700,000 in the entire municipality, but like that's still, I feel like in Mexico terms, that's
like
still
a pueblitito
city, so to be the biggest in the entire state, that's different than a lot of other places we've been. No surprise there. We've seen a lot of this like beautiful, very, very small tiled buildings everywhere. And this is something we haven't seen. Is this particular to Veracruz? It almost seems like Puerto Rico or even Costa Rica. Just very different from anything we've ever seen, but super pretty.
Some guys down here that dive in the water for, if you throw a money in there, a moneda.
Like they want you to. It's not like you throw it and you're like,
this is their business. This is their business. This is incredible that they can even see this in the water. So let's give it a shot.
La otra.
No tenemos más. Ah, qué rápido, eh.
La otra. Una, dos. Retri. Le voy a enseñar un erizo. Otra.
Eso. That was pretty cool. That's one of the more innovative ways to make money I've ever seen. Pásale, güerita.
Güerita.
Can you tell us why we're here?
We
Or
are
like what's
here.
güero? Or like
The existential question.
yes, why?
Güero Nieves are famous from Veracruz. This is the original establishment. I don't know how long they've been here. Tons of years.
They probably have a sign somewhere, but okay.
Nieves, for people that don't know, it's kind of like snow cone, but it's not.
It's like a water-based ice cream, basically,
Yeah, you
right?
know it.
Alright, what do we have?
Ooh, that's really good. Mitad chocolate, mitad cacahuate.
Have you ever had peanut butter or peanut? Have you ever had peanut flavored ice cream?
No. Make yourself a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Ooh, I did. I didn't even think about that. And
You my mate.
para la mamacita. That was the best ice cream I've had since Pátzcuaro Michoacán. Very, I'm impressed. Whew. And stuffed. Impressed and stuffed. We are heading out of the city. Where are we going?
I still don't know.
Crocodiles.
Are we gonna see crocodiles?
We're gonna see crocodiles. We're gonna go to Playas Chachalacas.
Playas Chacalacas.
Chachalacas.
Chachalacas.
Chacalacas is my girlfriend's name from high school. I'm just kidding. We are going to, there's some sand dunes there, and we're gonna see if we can rent four-wheelers and maybe ride on four-wheelers.
What do you feel like heading out of Veracruz, the city? What do you feel like why is Veracruz special to you? I know it has a place in your heart. What is try and explain to people why, or I don't know, what makes Veracruz special to you?
Well, let me tell you.
In 30 seconds.
Let me tell you about this. Who needs more than 30 seconds? No, for me it's sentimental because this is where I moved to first in Mexico.
Okay.
And this is where I learned Spanish. But apart from that, every time you come back, it's kind of cemented in how nice the people are, how down to earth they are. Even driving on the streets, they don't drive crazy like they drive in Puebla or Mexico City. And so, I don't know, it feels comfortable. It's like stress relieving. I feel all the weight coming off. It's really a psychological thing, maybe slightly spiritual, I don't know. But I mean, with regards, it's a coastal city and the food is good, the people are nice. I guess it's pretty simple to me.
Yeah, no, I think you said it, down to earth. I think it's definitely the feeling that we've had. One, the food has been amazing. But yeah, just the down to earth. I mean, for us, that place is kind of Vallarta. But I think, yes, we're like 30 feet up. Okay, hill.
Down to the earth, down to the sea.
I think one thing that makes it cool is it's not the most well-known tourist place in Mexico. It's not trendy.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the best beaches. It's not, I mean, let's face it, it's not the most beautiful city in Mexico.
Hey, solo Veracruz is bigger.
Solo Veracruz. No, but I mean, obviously it's beautiful, but it's not, it doesn't have that wow factor of Guanajuato or like San Miguel de Allende. But I think it's like the lack of those things. I think almost that makes it prettier, makes it more tranquilo, more calm, more relaxed.
I think it's a good word. It's very authentic. And I don't want to take away from the authenticity of the other places.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
But it's very authentic, yeah.
Humble.
It's real.
Humble. Hillary wants to say humble.
Thank you.
Here, would you like the camera?
I like Veracruz.
I think they're selling tepache. I wanted you guys
It's humble and
we can get it. Have you ever had tepache?
we gotta get
It's
tepache.
slightly Greg's
Justin's asking for tepito.
or jugo, but I meant to say tepache. And I was like, what the heck am I saying?
We never found tepache, or as Justin said, tepito when he was
It's a neighborhood in Mexico City.
when he was asking one of the, I was gonna say street vendor, but like interstate vendors.
Yeah.
But we had a blast in Veracruz. Unfortunately, because we were traveling so fast in this wild road trip, we didn't spend a ton of time in the actual city of Veracruz or Boca. I have a feeling we'll be back. We loved the vibes, the energy, the food. But tomorrow we have some cuatrimoto aventuras that were unlike anything else.
Wet and sandy, that's for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Click the bell, that way you get notified
Every time.
we post a video, and we will see you guys
Pronto, amigos.
bye-bye.